Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 7, another episode of The Full-Time Investor. I am your host, Mandy Brenham, known as the Joint Venture Queen. My producer of the show, none other than Larry Brenham, my hubby of 17 years coming up. So we've been partners in life for a long time, and here we are now producing a fun show. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to kind of, you know what, because I think you guys are kind of getting me from here on. And I want to talk about why real estate investing, why I get out of bed every morning, how you can create a life that's larger than yourself. Why do you do what you do, and how do you stay on purpose? I just came back from a mini retreat with 3 lovely women. We went to Sugar Ridge Resort. I'm going to post some pictures recent. I have some pictures on my phone. I'm going to post those soon. And we just disconnected. I almost fell off the grid. I apologize to a couple of people that I were having conversations with, and then I was just off the grid. And you like reconnect to why, and you talk to confident people or confidants around you, people who you trust. And you start to continue to talk about why you're doing what you're doing, what drives you. And because right now there's some ups and downs, and you have to remember that on the ups, everybody's having fun and there's lots of things to look forward to, but it's on the downs where things are hard, where you're finding yourself facing a failure and you can just give up and be like, that's it, tapped out, I'm done. Right? Or you push through. And, you know, I asked people yesterday, Bill Gates is sitting in his garage, Jeff Bezos Jeff Bezos is the owner of Amazon. And of course, Bill Gates is the creator of Microsoft, Elon Musk, the creator of Tesla and numerous other endeavors. When they were in their garages, when they were starting out in their garages, what did they do when the times got tough? What kept them pushing forward? Because they're only the successes that they are today, not because they faced failure and stopped, was because that they had a why that was great enough, larger enough, that kept them pushing forward. And so I am asking myself right now at some tough times, why am I doing this? And so I wanted to talk about that because it's current right now in the moment, that your why might be really awesome when things are going awesome, but is your why big enough to push you through those hard times when you just want to say, that's it, I'm done? And so what is the purpose of investing? You know, most people, I kind of wrote a few things down because part of a group that I'm with, I will read the reasons why people are getting into real estate. And a lot of people, it's, to be able to give my children, an education, to be able to give, leave money for generations to come, to be able to free themselves from their job so that they can, have the money to choose to do what they want to do. So time, and, they're doing investing for the money, they're doing investing for the time. They're doing investing for the security of knowing that they're, diversifying their investment portfolio. But is money, but the top thing of why people are doing real estate is money. And I know that we sit here today and we talk about return on investment. We talk about how much capital you're getting back and leverage and, going to the banks and financing and stuff. And, is the purpose of having money for the next generation enough to get you, to keep you pushing forward when the times are tough? And it could be, but not necessarily. That's almost like a surface reason why people would continue to push forward when times are really tough. And so resonated with me that you needed to have a purpose greater than yourself. And so if your purpose every day was to be able to make enough money so that you could retire from your job, you are creating a purpose that's larger than you, but it's just helping you. So if you created a purpose that was enough to be able to help you and your family, you're now getting out of bed every morning to be able to help yourself and your family. If you're creating a purpose that's great enough to be able to help you, your family, and your community, the next level is you, your family, your community, your city. You, your family, your community, your city, your province. You, your community, your family, your community, your city, your province, your nation. Do you see how the greater the purpose, the greater the reason to get out of bed every morning and help an ever larger number of people? So when I started out and I was, why am I doing real estate? What am I getting into? And I realized that I wanted to be able to create housing, clean, safe, and appropriate housing for 1,000 families. Well, all of a sudden now, I'm not getting out of bed anymore to be able to make myself some money. I'm not getting out of bed to be able to make myself and my family some money. I'm getting out of bed to be able to help myself, my family, and my community. I'm creating community housing, creating city housing. I'm now going in various different cities, and I'm creating housing on a national level, not national yet, actually, on a provincial level. I'm in various different cities. And so as your purpose grows, so does your why, so does the reason that gets you up out of bed every morning to be able to go out and help an ever greater number of people. Find a way to help the many, for service to many leads to greatness. Zig Ziglar, right? That's an affirmation I say to myself often, because in these hard times, I could look at things that I have right now and I could say, like this TV show, very nicely, is it helping me? Yep. Is it helping my family? Yep. I could be done. That's it. But it's greater than that. I'm now helping a community. I'm creating housing wherever you are, and you're creating housing. I am encouraging you to go and create housing on a national scale. So the reason that I continue to do things greater than myself is because it's helping an ever greater number of people. And that's going to keep you pushing forward. That's going to, wow. I have somebody, Rick, thanks for pointing this out. Rick's been buying since the 70s. Think about how many lives you've helped since the 70s in buying houses. Now, don't get me wrong. I bet you Rick's also seen a lot of financial benefits for himself and his family, but think about it on a larger level. That's what's going to push you through. That's what's going to, and so that was my question as to why Bill Gates and why Jeff Bezos, when they went from their garage, when they went out and they helped the world, is because they could have just stayed in the garage and helped the 50 people, the 100 people around them. But they were like, no, I need to help an even greater enough amount of people. So when times get tough, I want you to almost dig in. And I'm sharing these words because they're words that my own ears need to hear right now. Because when times are tough, times are tough. Okay. And it's not always going to be easy. The road to success is not just a smooth road up. They are ups and downs. And there are times that you're swimming, and there are times that you're almost sinking and you're treading water, and somebody leads a hand, and somebody's going to say, hey, come on over here. I'll help you. Okay. And so, it might be uncomfortable. I want you to lean into the uncomfortable. There might be unknowns. Yep, there is. But you can't have every question known in order to take a step. You might be scared. Yep. I want you to say, hey, hello, fear. Thank you for being here today. What teachings do you have for me today? And lean into the fear, lean into the unknowns. I really just want to push this point home, that it's not always easy, that it's not always a walk in the park, that you're not always going to be, look at me, I'm a genius and everything is going great. It's the people who have been through the rough times, that have been there, done that, to be able to say, I made it out on the other side, and congratulations, because it's not the times that everybody's flying high, that when the superstars are known. It's the times when everything's tough, and the people that come out on the other side are still there. You know, there are 3 people in the real estate world that I look at, or that I've heard speak, and they resonate with me on a level of years of experience. One is Don Campbell. I don't know how many times I'm going to do some shout outs to Don Campbell, but Don Campbell's been around this game for more than 30 years, and you can feel his experience. You can feel that he's been at the high interest rates. You can feel that he's been at the tough times, and he's made it out, and he's sharing experience based on that. Another one was Bernie Roth. We met and chatted, and again, 30 years experience of being able to say, yes, I've seen those hard times. And so, you know, that he's come out on the other side. And, you know, the third is a mentor of mine, good friend, Lorraine Jordan. And she's just like, she relays confidence, not based on being excited and, you know, having those ups and downs, but because she's got wisdom from the experience that they have been through. And so here I am, you know, into this, you know, started investing in 2007 with our first property, really ramped up in 2014, and, you know, finding myself daily with situations that I've not been in. And I just kind of go, well, this is part of a 30-year cycle. This is part of the cycle. Just breathe into it and know that this too is a lesson that the universe shares with me and knows that I'm, that is going to be part of my journey and my story. And so, so yeah, you know what, that's, I'm going to keep my show pretty short today, just because I wanted to be able to share that with you. Your why should make you cry. Your reason for investing. Don't lose sight of family and love and beautiful things in your life that bring you joy, that make you happy, that fulfill you, by chasing something that might not be what your true purpose is. So always keep that in mind. I'm certainly reminded, and when I'm reminded, I want to make sure that I'm sharing my reminders with you, bringing you along for the lessons that I learn daily. And let's just make sure that we don't lose sight of why I am a full-time investor, why I want to be able to provide housing for an ever greater number of people on a global scale, and that these little lessons that we're learning, these hard times that we're dealing with, it's just part of the journey. So that's it from me today, Mandy Brenham, the full-time investor, short and sweet. Please, 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 please keep your why in mind, and make sure that your why will make you cry, and it's the reason that you are doing what you're doing. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day. That's it from the Full-Time Investor.